So here's a question for you. If I gave you $10 and told you to buy the best game that you could for that money, what game would you get? Now, I personally would have a really hard time finding an answer, because there's just so many great games you can buy for such a little amount of money. Psychonauts, Terraria, Garry's Mod, the list is almost endless. One game I'm sure none of you would come up with though, would be Car Parking Simulator VR. So hi, I'm Magnos and I played Quest games that you should not spend any money on. So jumping into the car parking simulator, it immediately starts with the most obnoxious music that I've ever heard. And the best part is, you can't even turn it off in the settings, so we're off to a really great start, I think. So anyway, I just selected the default car and got right into the first level. And I'm not even kidding you, the first thing this game teaches you after turning on your engine is how to lower and raise your window. Why would I need that? The graphics are so shit you can't even see the window anyways! Also, you can only move the shifter one space at a time, meaning to go from park to drive, you have to re-grab that thing 3 different times, which is a pain in the ass. Now that we're done with that though, the game is pretty much what you expect. Park your car, turn the engine off, next level. Though, with the small field of view in current VR and the fact that you can't even really reverse park since you have to look at your controllers while turning the wheel, I doubt I actually got any better at parking from playing this game. And you can't even drive off the edge of the level to make this a suicide VR simulator, so what's the point of this? Honestly, if this was free, I wouldn't even mind, but for $10, I'd rather buy a used tricycle and practice parking with that. So this next game is Barbershop Simulator VR, and so far, honestly, compared to the last game, it isn't even looking that terrible. I even think that... Okay, what is it with these bad Quest games all being way too fucking loud? But anyway, our first customer's here, and as usual, the first thing we have to do is to wash and shampoo his hair. After learning that the hairdryer does not actually electrocute people and making the customer drink about half a liter of shampoo, I finally figured out that you have to look at the wall to see your progress. To actually wash the customer's hair, all you have to do is to wiggle your hand through it for a couple of seconds and then do the same with the towel to dry it off again. After that amazingly accurate piece of simulation, I went on to cut the customer's hair and he told me to make me look like this. First of all, who would want to look like that? Second of all, I'm sorry, but I don't think we have the Michael Jackson treatment in this saloon. So I went on to cover him in shaving cream to, you know, shave him, but I guess that activated his ninja mode because he vanished into thin air and teleported to the register.
Look at the top of his head!
Might have also been I didn't notice the timer on the board, but I guess we'll never know. I began the evaluation to see how I'd done, and would you look at that, I got the color just right, so honestly, I'd consider this a job well done. I mean, the guy did give me a thumbs down before leaving, but that might also have been because I stole his credit card, I'm not sure yet. A couple of customers later, I kinda got used to the controls and honestly had some fun with this. The shaving and haircutting is kinda satisfying, not gonna lie. Though the rating system still has some ways to go, like look at this guy, he wanted his head to be bald, which I did for him, but apparently that was not even 50%. This was the best haircut I gave and it barely got me 3 stars. Like, look at this guy, I gave him the most messed up mohawk, but apparently that's almost perfect? Honestly, for $5 you could consider picking up this game just for the fun of it, but please don't buy it for the $15 the developer wants to sell it for later on. For the last game of this video, we have Minecraft. Oh, sorry, actually meant Discovery, a Minecraft clone that you can get for only $10, which is about half the price of the normal game, depending on the platform. Jumping into the game, I notice what looks to be a realistically modeled rabbit, so I start chasing it and immediately mess up using the really unintuitive controls. For some reason, this game has an optional third-person view in which you just stand still while watching your character move, kind of like watching yourself through security cameras, which is odd. Also, I like the way the music doesn't loop or end, it just cuts out and starts again. After losing sight of the rabbit, I decided to try out some of the building mechanics in this game. The menus are completely counterintuitive, so of course it took me some time to realize you had to drag and drop the blocks into your hotbar to use them. I got distracted again, this time by a realistic looking fox, which I then tried to hit, but instead I just straight up deleted him from existence. I also tried to box in a goat, but it just kept clipping through the blocks, so I decided to move on. I dug as far underground as I could and hollowed out a little cave to just build myself a little shelter, and I learned that this game has a weird block selection. While blocks like kitchen tiling are honestly kinda cool, I was shocked to realize this game has hamburger and sushi blocks. I mean, I can't say I'd say no to a cubic meter of sushi, but I don't exactly know how healthy that would be. But of course, blocks like that were really needed in a game where they can't even make their music loop properly or make their water not look like honey in the sunset. They also have Sonic blocks and Mario pipes. Oh yeah, and slopes, which is honestly the weirdest of those three. I found that they let you spawn in animals, so I made a little room off to the side with only a single Japanese lamb and a ton of goats, which all quickly wandered off to my wall of glitter? Honestly, I have no idea what I built, I just messed around with the blocks. This game is pretty much garbage. Do you know those videos along the lines of, I made Minecraft in 24 hours, or 48 hours, or a week or whatever? I'm sure most of the games that came out of those videos were more advanced than whatever this is. Though, to give the game at least a tiny little bit of credit, it does have one feature I deeply wish Minecraft had, and that's to paint blocks. I first ever saw this feature in Terraria, where you can just paint any block you like a different color, retaining the original texture. This is a feature Minecraft would benefit from a lot, seeing how colors are already in the game, and it would allow you to have any texture color combination, allowing for way better building of stuff. So way to go, Discovery, at least you're under 100% trash. Oh, also, if Minecraft doesn't get giant sushi blocks in the next update, I'm straight up uninstalling. Hey, since you're still here, give me just a second longer. If you had fun watching this video, maybe check out my channel. I only have a few other videos right now, but maybe you'll find something you like. And if you don't, feel free to let me know what you do want to see in the comments. Maybe I'll even make a series out of this. But whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your day.